So overall, I mean, I think you move pretty well. I think you're strong enough, mobile enough. I think there's a lot of good things going for you. So overall, I wouldn't think about any sort of drastic overhaul, anything like that. But I do see a couple little things that I might address. One being kind of just overall rhythm and flow and maximizing, each link in the chain here. And what I mean specifically about you is right here with your leg lift, hands are very quiet. That's okay. But as you come out of it here, it's almost like, your hands and knee are almost going opposite directions here. Right on the way home. And okay, now the ball starts coming out. To me, that's not exactly capturing momentum, so to speak. I think we could get a little bit more out of that with some rhythm in the arm and that loose and free and easy type feeling. As I'm watching your video, to me, it's almost like flying open a little bit early, not quite delaying trunk rotation maybe as long as you possibly could. But if we could get you to be able to hold that counter rotation for a little bit longer, all the way into foot strike, like you see in my video here earlier, where my foot is down in the ground here and my shoulders are still, probably a little bit towards a right-handed batter, where you could almost see a little bit of the back of my jersey here still. So if we could potentially get you to hold that just a little bit longer, you might be able to create just a little bit more separation and create even more, whip-like action there as you're kind of going through here. Based on your movement profile, stuff like that, it didn't really seem like you were lacking necessarily, thoracic rotation or something like, some limiting factor like that. So to me, that kind of means that, the range is there and just got to teach you to kind of move through that range. So this would be a good option for applying force through a little bit longer arc here. Obviously the heavy weight is going to delay that shoulder rotation even more. So this to me is a simple drill, doing like a little triple separation, janitor drill type style here. I think this is a 20-pound med ball here, where you can see hips are opening here. Shoulders are still closed. Okay, now the ball starts to move here. The only thing here is now I'm going to make this into like a little drop step or a turn and burn type throw, where I'm just going to free myself up to create a little bit more momentum, use a little bit lighter ball to create a little bit more speed, but still have that overarching idea of I'm going to make my shoulders wait. I'm going to let that tension build before I release it. Anything like that. So again here, you can really see hip going, ball just reaching its back, point right there, fully loaded, chest all the way towards third base. Hips are all the way open here. And now the ball starts moving forward after I created that huge stretch, through my midsection, hip-shoulder separation, but also well-timed hip-shoulder separation, I think, is the important thing there. I want to talk about the other piece in terms of creating some rhythm and connection with our hands. That's going to help us capture these, loops of momentum as we kind of, channel this energy towards home plate here. So this drill is just like a little self-toss drill here. You'll notice one of the important things here is that I'm catching the ball on the way down here. This is very important to the drill, catching the ball on the way down. You'll see here that my hands here, this is like I'm just coming out of handbrake right now here. So let me just highlight hand and knee here, that these are going to stay connected. They're moving at kind of the same pace, through this handbrake section part here. This little self-toss really helps to kind of create this natural, intrinsic rhythm, that's really important to us maximizing, what we can do. So that to me means kind of taking all this energy that I'm building up and really channeling it kind of down this Eiffel Tower type shape, or, graduated cones here that, go in towards home plate. I'm really focused on channeling all my energy, all my momentum, down that lane as late as possible. My shoulders are going to wait, and I'm going to unload all my energy right down this Eiffel Tower type shape, right down this lane to the plate. So you'll see again here, good rhythm, where my hands are going to work together. All right, ball and hand and knee working together, hand and knee working together. And now I'm waiting. Shoulders are closed. I'm showing the back of my jersey here as my hips rotate underneath. Right, and right as I'm getting the foot strike here, that ball is getting to its furthest loaded position. All this stretch here happening right there.